What better way to lead off our look at sports than taking some hacks with the Bronx Bombers? Been some week for the Pinstripers, and it started with some stellar play against their heated rivals, although lately there's not much of a rivalry when it comes to the Boston Red Sox. Monday, the Yankees laid wood to the Red Sox again, beat them 6-2, the 10th straight time they've beaten them dating back to last year. Before the virus-shortened season ends, they will get 3 more ball games at Fenway Park, at which point they can tie and surpass their all-time record against their American League East nemesis, 12 set in 1936 and then tied in 1952-53. While that's impressive, what might be more impressive is the way the Yankees are getting things done these days. The club keeps producing good results even as their biggest names continue to vanish. This past week, DJ LeMahieu was added to an injured list that already includes Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton. Enter Mike Ford, who had a home run and 3 RBIs in one of the games against the Sox. His performance came on the heels of a 5 RBI showing by Clint Frazier and a 4 RBI game from Mike Tauchman, sensing a theme here. Next man up all over again. Here's Ford on his recent showing.
Yeah, I just think we have a ton of depth. We have a lot of guys that could, play elsewhere, right now and help teams win. And it's just nice when us fill-in guys can come up and have some success. I think that a lot of young players put a little bit too much stress on themselves at times with those opportunities. So, that's kind of what I've been doing lately, just kind of pressing, getting out of myself. And, today was just kind of a have fun day. And it's not really about the playing time. It's more just kind of controlling your emotions when you do get that 2-week stint where you can try to prove what you can do.
Frazier's time with the Yanks has been filled with ups and downs, prompting him to wonder if this latest recall to the big leagues would offer a chance to contribute. The way he's swinging the bat, the Yankees can't envision taking him out of the lineup. Frazier tied his career high with 5 RBIs, notching a double, a 3-run homer, a 2-run single, and a diving catch in right field as the club reached the 1/3 mark of the regular season. We caught up with Red Thunder.
I guess just, continuing to try to keep a good head on my shoulders while I was down at the alternate side and not take for granted the reps that I was given there, and just overall, not pouting, because I was preparing to play for a team, whoever that was, whatever my situation was, it came about, and I took it serious down there, and there's a lot of talent down there that keeps you ready. So, it's not the big leagues down there, but it's pretty close. So I would, give all the credit to those guys.
Manager Aaron Boone is pleased with his first place team.
I think we did a lot of things well, certainly in this series, but going back since we've come home, we've gotten a lot of contributions up and down the lineup from different guys again tonight, and some really good pitching performances.
The Yankees and the New York Islanders are the best teams in the Big Apple right now. The NHL postseason has produced its share of unexpected results, but one of the more overlooked surprises might be the early domination from the Isles. Head coach Barry Trotz and company have looked awfully sharp against the Washington Capitals in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. The same team Trotz helped win the Stanley Cup just 2 years ago.
You knew that the team on the other side was going to come hard, and they're loaded. They got lots of weapons. They can do a lot of different things. So we just stayed with it, and we got the really timely saves by Varley, especially in the overtime. But so it be. You see it all the time where you get that timely save on Verona. You made 2 saves on Verona. We come back and score within half a minute or so, and that's hockey sometimes. So, but we know we've got another level in our game, which is really good to know.
We shift gears literally to race week. The Indy 500 is this weekend, and what a story it's shaping up to be. Marco Andretti backed up his blazing speed in Indy 500 qualifying, knocking off Scott Dixon to win the pole position at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's the first time an Andretti driver has been on the pole in 33 years at the Brickyard, when Marco's legendary grandfather, Mario, a new friend here to BronxNet, qualified first in 1987. Dixon is second, the fifth front row start of his Indy 500 career, followed by a career best Indy starting spot for 2017 winner Takuma Sato. We'll save the best for last. Here's Dixon and Sato on their quest to win multiple 500s.
I hope it's us winning the Indy 500. That's all we're thinking about. So, I don't know. I'm not even thinking about who I'd like to win the race if I don't. It's honestly all just thinking about us trying to win the race and be best prepared. I'd love to see, Chip add to his collection. As we've seen, the Penske group have been a little bit greedy in the past few years. So we would definitely like to set that straight. But it's going to be a tough race. That group has been very strong, and there's definitely a lot of them. That have been very competitive. So we'll just keep our head down and keep working on our program, and hopefully it's going to be strong enough.
Well, it's a great run. Needless to say, team and Honda did a tremendous job. And my number 30 Panasonic People Ready Honda car worked really well. But that's because we tried to third attempt yesterday for the qualify with a very hot condition that I wanted to simulate. It's all about preparation. That is why I really strongly wanted to do the practice this morning, as well as yesterday on my third attempt, which was in a late afternoon, which is a lot hot condition. Like repeatedly said, I think I wanted to see the conditions to optimize the car for that.
Meantime, Marco turned a 4-lap average at 231.068 miles per hour in his number 98. It's his 6th career pole position and first since 2018. He's still looking for his first Indy 500 victory. His best start at Indy was 3rd in 2013.
This place means so much to us as a family, and we've just been through so many ups and downs at this place. Obviously, my cousin John's riding with me, and my grandfather from home, so we know that the family's pulling for us, and we live and breathe this sport and this race in particular. So I think coming off of how bad last year was for me in the race, it made this so much better. And that's what this place is all about. It's about highs and lows, and it brings that out of you.
Those are the headlines. We hit the C list for my Indy 500 pick. You all know that I've preached victories for my 3 favorite drivers most often when we start talking Indy 500s. I usually expect Alexander Rossi or Fernando Alonso to be up front. Rossi has 1 win and came very close last year. Fernando is chasing history with the Triple Crown of Motorsport, but looked sharp in his opening 500 before mechanical problems, and then last year didn't even make the cut to run in the race. For the 100th running, I had Marco Andretti winning it all, but the rookie Rossi emerged with the stunning victory, as most often only Indy could do. The bricks have a way of deciding history. Sometimes all-time greats never win the 500. Racers like Michael Andretti, a champion who came close but never tasted the milk in victory lane. His son Marco is an enigma, but perhaps we are seeing a renaissance. Marco came within a few feet of winning Indy as a rookie in 2006 and then finished 3rd 3 times, 2008, 10, and 14, with a 4th place finish in 2013 and has led 141 laps. Marco hasn't led a lap in the past 5 races, but something about this year seems very different. The 33-year-old outdueled Dixon did it under the kind of pressure that only the most famous speedway could bring. He couldn't afford one hiccup in the last lap. The namesake brought it home flawlessly to beat Dixon by 17/10 of a second. I'll be rooting for Marco come Sunday. If he can't win it from pole like Dixon did in 2008, I sure hope Rossi can earn his second 500, or Alonso could do the unthinkable and become only the second man to win Le Mans, Monaco, and Indy. As great as that would be, there's just something about hearing that Andretti name in victory lane again. After all, it is synonymous with speed. Start your engines. Enjoy the greatest spectacle in racing. That's your sports show alert reminder. Tune in Monday morning as we sit down with the author of the latest Mickey Mantle book. This one is a goodie. It tells the story of his days growing up in Oklahoma. I'm Bobby C. Keep it locked. More open back after this.